Welcome to the 2023 Graduate School of Social Service Diploma Ceremony at Fordham University. We extend a special welcome to those joining us via live stream. The start of today's academic procession has begun with the traditional ringing of the Victory Bell. The bell was presented to Fordham University by Admiral Chester Nimitz as a memorial to the Fordham alumni who died fighting for their country during World War II. The ship's bell is from the aircraft carrier Juno, which served in the Pacific before it was silenced by an aerial bomb at Saipan. The bell was first rung at Fordham by President Harry S. Truman on the occasion of his receiving an honorary degree in 1946. Leading today's academic procession is Jeff Coyle, Assistant Dean of Student Services at the Graduate School of Social Service. Mr. Coyle is carrying the Graduate School of Social Service Verge. Salif Zango, a member of the class of 2023, is carrying the Graduate School of Social Service banner. Next in the procession are candidates for degrees from the Graduate School of Social Service, which welcomed its first students to the Woolworth Building in Manhattan in 1916. Doctor of Philosophy candidates are wearing a custom Fordham academic robe with a blue velvet border hood. All Master of Social Work degree candidates and Bachelor of Arts in Social Work candidates are wearing traditional black academic attire. Today, we will celebrate the 915 members of the Graduate School of Social Service Class of 2023. Fordham degrees will be presented this morning to 24 military veterans. Veterans who are candidates for degrees are wearing a medallion on a yellow ribbon, a symbol of Fordham's gratitude for their service and of the university's ongoing participation in the post 9/11 GI Bill Yellow Ribbon Program. Fordham salutes all U.S. military members, veterans, and their families, especially those who are with us today. Next in the procession are members of the faculty and administration of the School of Social Service. They are led by Dr. Linda White Ryan, Associate Dean of Academic Affairs, and they are followed by members of the Fordham University Administration and members of the Fordham University Board of Trustees. And now, please welcome this morning's honorary degree recipient, Jennifer Jones Austin, Chief Executive Officer of the Anti-Poverty Federation of Protestant Welfare Agencies, one of New York City's largest social service organizations. Ms. Jones Austin is being escorted by Dr. Shirley Catano Gable, Professor of Social Work. Jennifer Jones Austin will receive an honorary Doctorate of Humane Letters and address the class of 2023 this morning. At the end of the procession are the Dean of the Graduate School of Social Service, Dr. Deborah M. McPhee, and Fordham University President Tanya Tetlow. And now, please welcome Dr. Linda White-Ryan, Associate Dean of Academic Affairs, our Master of Ceremonies for the 2023 Graduate School of Social Service Diploma Ceremony.
Welcome, President Tetlow, Dr. Jacobs, Dean McPhee, faculty, honored guests, family and friends, and the graduating class of 2023. Please stand for the invocation given by the Vice President for Mission Integration and Planning, Father John Cesaria of the Society of Jesus.
Let us come before the Lord this morning. Gracious God, author of all good gifts, we gather on this festive occasion to celebrate the achievements of these men and women, graduates of Fordham University School of Social Service. We thank you, Lord, for the abundant gifts with which you have so richly endowed them in mind, body, and spirit. Bless them with a deep and abiding sense of gratitude for all they have received while at Fordham, from teachers and mentors, administrators and guides who have all assisted them to develop as informed, wise, and compassionate leaders in the exercise of their noble profession. And bless their families and friends who have nurtured and supported them all along. May they take righteous pride in them today. And may your protection and inspiration continue to guide them in all their affairs. We ask these blessings as always in your most holy name. Amen.
Please stay standing for the national anthem that will be sung by Michaela Catherine Williams, a graduate of the Graduate of Social Service, the class of 2019.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Congratulations, class of 2023.
Please be seated. I am now so pleased to introduce the Dean of the Graduate School of Social Service, Dr. Deborah M. McPhee. With over a decade of exceptional leadership, Dean McPhee has propelled the school forward to become one of the country's most esteemed institutions of social work. Dean McPhee has demonstrated tremendous vision, passion, and dedication throughout her tenure, and has spearheaded the school's efforts to educate society about the diverse and extensive scope of the social work profession. In the face of ongoing challenges and rapid changes, Dean McPhee has continually demonstrated her resourcefulness, innovative approach in guiding students, faculty, administrators, and the staff to success. Her unwavering commitment to excellence inspires all of us who have had the privilege of working alongside of her. Under Dean McPhee's leadership, the Graduate School of Social Service remains steadfast in providing students with the highest quality education centered on the ethics, core values, knowledge, and skills vital to the profession of social work. Dean McPhee.
Good morning. Madam President, distinguished member of the Board of Trustees, Provost, members of the University Administration, and honored guests. Thank you for joining our celebration this morning and for your unwavering support of the Graduate School of Social Service. I'd like to start with a few other thank yous. Thank you to our committed administrators and staff at Fordham and at GSS for the support you provide us behind everything that we do, and especially for the support that you provide our students. And thank you for all that you've done to create this beautiful celebration for us today. To our extraordinary and distinguished GSS faculty who have educated, challenged, and nurtured our graduates throughout their years of study, thank you for your expertise, your commitment, your devotion to social work education, and especially to our students. And last but not least, none of us reach significant milestones and achievements without the support of those that are closest to us. I want to recognize the family, the friends, and the loved ones who have sacrificed right alongside all of our graduates. You have been an essential part of the journey leading to this day, and on behalf of the whole GSS community, thank you, and thank you for sharing your graduates with us. And now, to the GSS class of 2023, welcome to graduation day. I am privileged to stand before you as the Dean of the Graduate School of Social Service. It is with immense pride and joy that I join your celebration to mark your achievements. It is a day of testament to your hard work and your perseverance. You know, when you were about 10 or 11 years old, I'm going to guess when someone asked you what you wanted to be when you grew up, not many of you said social worker. You probably said something like astronaut or superhero or YouTube influencer. You probably, if you were like most people, you probably didn't really know what a social worker was or what they did. But GSS graduates, as you sit here today, you are not like most people. I know that many of you have overcome incredible odds and faced unimaginable challenges to reach this day. Each of you have a unique story. While you may have taken very different paths, you share a common bond. Somewhere in your history, you learned that your life and your story was deeply connected to the life and story of others. You turned challenges and losses that you faced into your best teachers. You didn't let your experiences disadvantage you, but rather they informed the way you show up in the world with compassion and a rare sense of humanity and humility. You have chosen the path less traveled because you've experienced the power of connection firsthand. You've learned how connection binds us together, propels us forward, and fosters essential abilities to empathize with others. Connection is the lifeblood of the social work profession. It is the very essence of who we are and what we do. As social workers, we are privileged to step into the lives of those who are struggling, disenfranchised, and often in pain. And it's our proximity to injustice that distinguishes social work from other professions. Social workers bear witness to the nation's deepest flaws. Our work confirms that inequality, racism, and oppression are not just political buzzwords, but systemic realities that shape the lives that in so many ways can devastate families and communities for generations. We know that from experience, that who we are as individuals cannot be separated from the context and the systems that shape our lives. The world we live in is increasingly divided. The inequalities and disparities that so many before us have fought against persist today and in so many ways have intensified. Injustice thrives in the shadows, perpetuated by ignorance, indifference, and apathy. As social workers and as citizens, I urge you to be relentless in shining light into dark corners, exposing the consequences of oppression and injustice, and working tirelessly to rectify them. Your commitment and your skill have never been more needed, more critical, more timely. Every day you'll be offered an opportunity to serve as a catalyst for change, to challenge the status quo, to give voice to the voiceless, advocate for the marginalized, and protect the vulnerable. Graduates, you are not like other people. You have embraced a profession that demands not just knowledge and skills, but an unyielding belief in the power and ability to transform and change. Your social work degree, your BASW, your MSW, your PhD, it will take you places you never imagined. But wherever your career takes you and whatever job title you step into, claim your social work identity first and with pride. Always remain dedicated to your personal and professional core values and your growth. Pay attention to what makes you whole, keeps you present, and at your best. As social workers, lean on each other, learn from each other, and together let's strengthen our collective impact. Today, when you cross the stage, you will join a legacy of GSS social workers that is 107 years strong. A long history, an extensive network of social justice champions, and a community with a shared purpose. And as a proud social worker, I will shake your hand and welcome you as a colleague into our extraordinary profession. I look forward to witnessing all the amazing things, the profound and meaningful difference you will make in this world. And we all look forward to welcoming you home as alumni to GSS and to Fordham as often as we can. Congratulations, class of 2023.
I would now like to introduce the student speaker for the class of 2023, Dominique Wallace-Mills.
Good morning, Fordham family. We did it! Woo! I'd just like to say good morning, President Tutlow, Dr. Jacobs, Dean McPhee, faculty, distinguished guests, families, friends, and fellow graduates. It is a humbling honor to have been chosen to give this commencement speech representing the class of 2023. I must admit, I was shocked when Dean White Ryan called me and asked me to speak at this GSS diploma ceremony. Overwhelmed with joy, then, oh no, the fear of speaking in front of all of you. What will I say? I can hear my kids in my head saying, Mom, don't be boring, and make it quick. So I promise to make it quick, and I hope not to bore you. As I began to think about what I wanted to say, I became overwhelmed. So much to say, so much wisdom I wanted to share. What can I say about the class of 2023? In one word, resilient. What can I say about resilience? We, the class of 2023, know a lot about resilience. Many of us decided to start this journey during a global pandemic. Go figure. When the world is in turmoil, we decided to expand our horizons and follow our dreams. Just like social workers, to jump in when things are at their worst. Back to resilience. The definition reads, the capacity to withstand or recover quickly from difficulties, toughness. What a perfect description of the class of 2023. The ability to bounce back from COVID, masks, restrictions, and lastly, y'all hear me, the dreaded Blackboard app. As I look around, I see faces of resilience, motivation, and hope. The hope that they will make a difference in this world. All of us has come to this profession for one reason or another. A history of trauma, the yearning to help those in need, or to be the advocates that they did not have when growing up. As I continue to struggle with what I would say, in the end, it came to me in a dream. Posthumously, my mother gave me a love letter, and now I'm sharing with you. It's called, In This Moment. She said, on this day, who knew we would have made it till the end? On this day, who knew she'd be right here with me, watching me share this love letter with so many of you? On this day, we've made it through all the papers, the Blackboard, and Zoom glitches. On this day, no more late nights and burning the candle at both ends. On this day, we get to reconnect with our families and friends. On this day, we get to say thank you to Dean, professors, Fordham staff, and my classmates who stuck with us till the end to get us to this point. On this day, we get to share this moment with each other through the smiles and the tears. On this day, we choose to shine, stand proud, and let the world know we did it, y'all. On this day, the past is done. The future's not here yet, but on this day, we have this moment. This is our moment. So I stand before you, humble, grateful, and proud that in spite of life's adversities and because of life's adversities, that this little girl from the Bronx is honored, resilient, and strong. I have become the hope and the dream of the slave. Let me reintroduce myself. I am Dominique Wallace Mills, woman, daughter of Donald and Betty, mother to Zion and Makai and Stacy, sister, cousin, aunt, niece, friend, and at this moment, a Fordham graduate of the Fordham University School of Social Work. I congratulate all of you that on this day, we did it. I'd like to give a special thanks to you, my children, to my sisters, my family, my friends, and my love. Thank you for supporting me and allowing me to become the best and truest version of myself. But before I leave, I'd like to recite a quote that is a perfect, let me say it again, a perfect expression of social work. I'd like to quote Dr. Roger Ball, he's here somewhere, who loves to quote the African poet Terence. Listen to me, family. It says, I am human, and I think nothing human is alien to me. Peace and blessings. Thank you.
It is now my privilege to introduce the president of Fordham University, Tanya Tetlow.
Congratulations, class of 2023, on this day, Dominique. I am so proud of you, and I'm so proud of the school and the profession that you are a part of. And I need to tell you a story about your beloved school. In the beginning of the 20th century, a man named Thomas Mulry was a tireless advocate for the poor. He served as the president of the Emigrant Bank, launching meaningful economic opportunities for the Irish and other immigrants streaming into the city of New York. He helped found St. Vincent de Paul Hospital. He was part of the early systems of foster care and social welfare systems. And he knew that all of these institutions were desperate for more trained professionals. So he pushed very hard on Fordham University to create a school of social work for New York, for the world. Thomas Mulry just couldn't seem to persuade the leadership of Fordham to get on board, but until his own brother, a Jesuit priest, was appointed the president of Fordham. Suddenly, the university saw the light. It was President Joseph Mulry who founded the Graduate School of Social Services. But let me tell you a postscript to that story that I figured out only last year when my appointment was announced. Thomas Mulry had a son, Louis, who became a Jesuit like his uncle. Now, Louis couldn't get into the New York province of Jesuits because he didn't speak ancient Greek, and they had their standards then. So he joined the New Orleans province of Jesuits. There he served as pastor in a Jesuit parish. And in 1934, a woman from the parish who just adored him asked him, not only would he baptize her child, but could she name her son after Father Louis Mulry? Flattered, he said yes. And I wonder how he would have felt to know that that day that he baptized Louis Mulry Tetlow, that someday that baby boy would have a daughter who would lead Fordham University just like his uncle. So GSS, it was meant to be. And I am so proud to be part of your community and entirely in awe of you. At all of my other graduation speeches, I urge students to go out and matter to the world, but I don't have to say that here. You've already made that choice. So don't tell the other schools I said this, but you embody Jesuit mission more than anyone else. You will literally go out to feed the hungry, comfort the grieving, visit those who are imprisoned, and gather the little children. Like many of you, I was raised in a family that took the Beatitudes quite literally. My parents would often just take people in. Once a family of 5 for a year. That's just how they rolled. My father used to laugh at those who would read the Gospels as somehow saying the opposite of what they actually say. He'd make fun of those people who think Jesus was just kidding. He was both a former Jesuit priest and a clinical psychologist who taught me that spiritual truth and psychological truth go together, that God wired us to be happy when we are generous and kind. So know that your work will soothe your soul and lift your spirits because you do that for others. That you have kept the promises you made to yourself when you were small to be a good person, a brave person, a person who matters. I also know that most of you will have the frustration of functioning in profoundly broken systems, doing your best to make it work with loaves and fishes and duct tape and gumption. I hope that you will always find the courage to challenge those broken systems, as many of you already do. In true Jesuit fashion, to question assumptions, to push on authority, and to find the strategies to make that change effectively. For a decade, I ran a domestic violence law clinic where we had social work students doing their clinical placement. We learned not just to fret about stupid laws, but to ask legislators to help us get them fixed. When we faced a local sheriff whose deputies routinely did dual arrests, taking survivors in when they called for help, we thought about suing him or threatening bad publicity, but before we went there, we decided just to try picking up the phone and calling him. We did our charming best to assume he'd be horrified by the news of what his deputies were up to, and could we possibly be of any help in fixing the problem? And he let us do a training with him to teach them a different way. When we faced a particularly hostile judge, the advocate community got together to plot. How would we turn her around? So we asked her to do a training of us in best practices. Kind of a joke, right? But it would mean at least she would have to read those materials. She agreed out of arrogance, but then tearfully confessed during the training that she realized with horror she'd been doing it all wrong. She'd been causing enormous suffering. So graduates, I hope you will balance the need to turn up the pressure by railing against injustice with the need to sit at the table and find the answers, mired in the complexity necessary to solve complicated problems. I hope you'll find the patience to assume people's good intentions even when you don't actually believe it, when the people in power drive you crazy, because if nothing else, people are more open to change if you don't trigger their defenses. Most of all, I hope that in the middle of your fulfilling, beautiful careers, as you advise and mentor and comfort and care, that you will take care of yourselves. This is a marathon, not a sprint. And as I used to tell my students when they couldn't sleep all night worrying about a client in danger, the people you serve need for you to take care of yourself and play the long game. Give yourself permission to not feel every pain they feel, because it won't help them and it will burn you out. Take care of your own hearts. Treat yourself with the kindness and generosity you show your clients. Remember the advice you would give them and give it to yourself. And in the meantime, before you go back to your characteristic and powerful humility, I'm ordering you to spend time today to be very, very proud of yourselves. Today is the culmination of so much work, so much ambition for the good. And thank you, a million thank yous, for the work you're taking on ahead. Congratulations.
I now ask Jennifer Jones Austin to come forward with President Tetlow, Dr. Dennis C. Jacobs, Dr. Shirley Gatanio Gable, and Trustee Megan Barakat.
For more than 2 decades, Jennifer Jones Austin has been a prominent advocate for underserved children, individuals, and families, and a civic leader committed to advancing community-driven racial justice reforms. As CEO of the Anti-Poverty Federation of Protestant Welfare Agencies, she leads one of New York City's largest social service organizations, a network of faith and community-based groups that reaches more than 1.5 million people each year. She also serves as chair of the city's Racial Justice Commission, which succeeded last fall in getting racial justice proposals on the ballot and written into the city charter, a crucial step, she has said, in helping to advance a more equitable, inclusive future for all New Yorkers. Jones Austin grew up in Brooklyn and is a 4th-generation faith and social justice leader. Her father, the Reverend William Augustus Jones Jr., was a renowned civil rights leader and preacher at Bethany Baptist Church in Bedford-Stuyvesant. He taught her at an early age that racism is not a one-to-one system, she has said, but structurally embedded in systems and government functioning. She credits him and her mother, an artist and art curator, with inspiring her passionate commitment to social justice and racial justice, particularly in how they intersect with policy, grassroots action, and the law. After graduating from Rutgers University, she earned a JD from Fordham Law School in 1993 and a master's degree in management and policy from New York University's Robert F. Wagner Graduate School of Public Service in 1997. Throughout her career, Jones Austin has held influential positions across the nonprofit and government sectors, from Deputy Commissioner of the New York City Administration for Children's Services to Senior Vice President of the United Way of New York City. And she has served on numerous commissions and boards, including those of the National Action Network and Fordham Law School's Feerick Center for Social Justice. A self-described lawyer with a social worker's heart, she is committed to sharing her expertise with the next generation of civic leaders. She is a visiting scholar at the New York University Silver School of Social Work and a scholar in residence in Alliance University's Center for Racial Reconciliation. In 2018, she published a memoir, Consider It Pure Joy, about her experiences with a sudden, life-threatening illness and how the twin powers of faith and community fueled her recovery.
For her commitment to creating economic opportunity and greater social mobility for the most marginalized in our communities, and for highlighting the role of religion in achieving racial and social justice, we, the President and trustees of Fordham University, in solemn convocation assembled and in accord with the chartered authority bestowed on us by the Regents of the University of the State of New York, declare Jennifer Jones Austin, Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, that she may enjoy all rights and privileges of this, our highest honor. We have issued these letters patent under our hand and the corporate seal of the university on this, the 22nd day of May in the year of our Lord, 2023. Congratulations. Faculty sponsor Dr. Shirley Gatanio-Gobel will assist with the hooding.
I think I'm going to have to find my voice through these tears. I want you to know that as we were processing in, I said to Dr. Tetlow, to President Tetlow, that I hope I don't cry. And she said, just cry, just let it go, just let it go. So she gave me permission to let it go, and that's what I did. Today's a big day. It's a great day. Graduates, I imagine it's one of your best days. And for all of you who played a role in helping our graduates achieve this milestone, the successful completion of your degrees, their degrees, this has got to be one of your best days too. And for me, it's just as big, just as great. One of my best too. Being a witness to all of the brain trust and power in the GSS class of 2023 that's about to be unleashed into this world, makes it a big day. Having the honor and the privilege of giving the commencement address here at the university that sowed a fertile seed in me makes it a great day. And being awarded an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters degree makes it one of my best days. It's an epic day. Today, I'm no longer a self-proclaimed lawyer with a social worker heart. Because of the generosity shown me by the Board of Trustees and President Tedlow and the gracious Dean McPhee, I now have the paperwork, the paper to back it up. Today, my social worker heart is overflowing with joy and with gratitude. Thank you for recognizing my efforts, as humble as they may be, to make our city, make our state, make our nation a more just society for all. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna savor this moment, hold on to it for as long as I can, because it's a wonderfully rare and special feeling to stand here on this beautiful campus of Fordham University, my alma mater, now your alma mater, and be honored in such a tremendous way. It was at Fordham where I discovered my calling, my God-given calling, my purpose, working to help protect children and families made vulnerable, where I found the courage to travel a path less traveled, to actually chart a new one, where on May 23rd, 1993, you hear me? May 23rd, 1993, 30 years ago to the date, this date, where I walked across the stage and received my law degree. I want you to hear me, look at me, and see God has a plan. You may not know what it is, but God has a plan for your life. And in all the years since, with an incredibly supportive husband, who also is a Fordham alum, and a dedicated mom, an unselfish mom, who's got many Fordham memories of her own, picking me up late at night. In all the years since, I've been immensely blessed to serve and to do some good, but never on my own. So much of what I've accomplished has been with social workers, leading and guiding and instructing me and challenging me at every turn. From my earliest career days as a legal intern working side by side with social worker interns in family court, where I observed them leaning in with compassion and care as they worked with their clients, often children, hurt by hurt parents. To my days serving in leadership roles at the New York City Administration for Children's Services, where the experiences of social workers serving as child protective service workers and case managers helped me appreciate how systems, with all of their bureaucracies and red tape and structural and institutional biases, often present the greatest barriers in helping people get ahead. To my sick bed 13 years ago when battling a life-threatening cancer and facing a 99% chance of imminent death, and then receiving a stem cell transplant to cure me. It was the hospital social workers who supported me, sometimes pushing and challenging me, all along my mental and emotional journey to complete healing. And in more recent times, especially during the height of the COVID pandemic, it was social workers working in community-based organizations and caring for the thousands upon thousands of children and families who were hardest hit. It was the social workers who helped me appreciate the need for funding to support trauma-informed approaches to service delivery, to help social workers as they help others. In significant and demonstrable ways, the successes I've known, the good work I've done, and the challenges I've overcome have been possible in great part because of the social workers who, by their words and their actions, taught me the importance of doing good while doing no further harm. Doing good while doing no further harm. Graduates, today as we celebrate you and your achievements, I want you to think about all that you've accomplished and all that's ahead. You've done the work. You've earned your degrees. You've worked hard. You've persevered. You've overcome obstacles, big and small, all so you can serve, counsel, and assist others to overcome their obstacles, both big and small. And now some of you will be entering the profession, and some of you already in the field will be bringing your enhanced knowledge and skills to the places and the spaces where you work. Some of you will be pursuing careers in clinical practice, others in policy and advocacy, and still others in academia. Some of you will apply your degrees in more traditional ways, and others of you in new and curious ways. Each of you will live into your calling, your purpose, in your own way, and you will have different and unique experiences and stories to share. Over the course of your studies, you've likely been on similar tracks with classmates and friends, but now, as you step forward or further into your careers, your journeys will be yours and yours alone. I remember how I felt that very same way 30 years ago on graduation day. It's exciting, really exciting, and perhaps a little daunting. Thankfully, as newly minted or higher degreed social workers, you know it's okay. Even in this moment as you're celebrating, it may feel a little overwhelming, especially given the current state of affairs. In these times, there's no shortage of crises: economic, health, environmental, racial, political, educational, social, mental, and more, lots more. And given such, there's no shortage of the need when it comes to good social work. Maybe not enough hours in the day and not enough pay, and I want you to know I'm working on that, on the pay. But there is more than enough need of you. Every week there's another study, another report documenting the challenges people throughout this nation are facing. Reports as recent as last week stating that 70% of Americans, 7 in 10 Americans, are financially stressed, 6 out of 10 living paycheck to paycheck. Despite being the most educated segment of our society, a Black woman working full-time, sometimes 2 and 3 jobs, on average, is paid 64 cents for every dollar that a white man is paid. And consequently, 1 in 3 Black children grows up in poverty today. Women of Hispanic origin earning 55 cents for every dollar that a white man earns. Studies finding that anxiety is more prevalent today, and about 20%, 1 in 5 people today is experiencing some form of mental illness. Research demonstrating that even with all of the advances in healthcare and coverage, that today more Black people are dying prematurely when compared to Caucasians than they were 20 years ago. Y'all know I'm just scratching the surface. Alarming rates of homelessness and hundreds of thousands, millions of New Yorkers severely rent burdened. No question, no debate here today that social work knowledge and skills are in great demand in clinical practice and in policy and advocacy. Gone are the days when a social worker intending to do good while doing no further harm can leave the work of social justice that is at the core of social work to those who legislate and those who make and influence policy. The crises many individuals and families are grappling with, financial instability, depression, anxiety, substance abuse, and more, are inextricably linked to societal ills, including structural economic deprivation, structural racism and bias, sexism and misogyny, gender and identity bias, and other deeply ingrained systemic structural biases. Securing safety net supports for clients experiencing economic hardship is an act of social justice, especially when, as a social worker, you have to cut through the red tape to do it. Finding and using your voice to speak up for those who can't access and receive the support they so desperately need because of underfunding and institutional bias is an act of social justice that must go hand in hand with social work. Graduates, if ever there was a time when you're needed, when your work is needed, when your brain trust is needed, it's now. Social workers are vital to moving the human race, moving humanity forward. Empowering individual clients at the micro level may be the first thing that comes to mind when people think about social workers, but social workers also have the power at the macro level. As you delve deeper into your careers, your work and your experiences have every potential to affect positive change for individuals and families and for whole communities, cities, states, and beyond. You really can change this world. Doing good while doing no further harm requires you to not only treat or help alleviate the effects of the burdens of poverty or of stress or of mental illness or distress or intergenerational trauma for the persons for whom you care, but to speak up, speak out about the systems and the structures that create and perpetuate these burdens in the first place. Doing good while doing no further harm will require you at times to do the things that aren't always easy to do, to be the lone voice at the table, to have the courage to not look away, but lean in, to sometimes work in places and spaces that aren't convenient, that require sacrifice, personal sacrifice, because those places and spaces are where your skills and your talents are desperately, desperately needed. And when those with whom you work, even those to whom you look up to, try to block your path, make you doubt yourself, literally tell you you could fail, this is a little personal, speaking from experience. Doing good while doing no further harm will require you to look them in the eye and say, I won't fail, not if I do the work that I have been called and purposed to do. Graduates, you now stand at the vanguard of advancing social justice aims. And whether or not it was your intention, you now play a key role in making society more fair and equitable for all. Through policy and practice, social workers have long made a difference in the lives of millions. And I have no doubt that you will do the same. It's exciting, really exciting, and a little daunting. Just let doing good while doing no further harm be your guiding post. And if you apply the same strength, the same determination that earned you your degree, your seat here today, you will make a difference. GSS class of 2023, go out in the world and make us proud, make us better. Congratulations and Godspeed.
I would like to invite Dr. Lawrence Farmer, Director of the PhD Program in Social Work, to come to the podium along with Dean McPhee. Will the graduates now begin to process to the podium? First will be Rosanna Conforme Campesano. Dr. Tina Mashi is her dissertation chair, but she could not be here today. Dr. Larry Farmer will hood her.
You give them the scroll, yeah. Sorry.
Denise E. Goslin. Dr. Tina Mashi is her dissertation chair, could not be here today. Dr. Larry Farmer will hood Denise. Will Susan L. Groman come to the podium? Her dissertation chair is Dr. Anita Lightburn. Annette Marie Hintonock. Dr. Jana Heyman is her dissertation chair. Danielle R. Jimenez. Dr. Laura Wernick is her dissertation chair. Shofang Liu. Dr. Kathy Berkman is her dissertation chair. Tanzilia Oren. Dr. Marciana Popescu is her dissertation chair. Carolyn Peguero Spencer. Dr. Fuha Zai is the dissertation chair. Naishu Sun. Dr. Fuha Zai is her dissertation chair. I would now like to call Dr. Gregory Acevedo, Director of the Bachelor of Arts in Social Work program, to come to the podium. Okay, come on. Come on. Move it, move it. Yesenia Torres. And now, for the Master of Social Work diplomas to be awarded. Juliana Ficucciello. Is Courtney there? Yes. Okay. Courtney Jacqueline Florence Brown. Gladys Polanco. Salif Zango. Allison Leigh Knight. Analia Lillard. Colleen M. Runje. Rodrigo Sampaio Martins. Teresa R. Amoruso. Colette N. Lipman. Meg A. Cardy. Pamela Evans Haynes. Alyssa M. Burton. Kelsey Campbell Mills. Brianna A. Fico. Dacalia S. Bole Williams. Hannah Y. Ofori. Kelly Morgan Briem. Marilee Jennifer Neff. Vanessa Gonzalez. Jillian Cohen. Michelle N. Ifes. Evelyn Betances. Elena Narsingh. Amy Taktahare. Stephanie M. Savin. Caitlin R. Lawson. Sydney Elizabeth Kittner. Pamela Viras. Jamie L. Brenner. Sophia D. Trapagan. Nicole F. Preziosi. Jonathan Addison Resnick. Viviana Morfin. Ian Michael Michelin. Yesenia Quintanilla. Rachel L. Chambers. Johanna M. Ocasio-Hile. Felix M. Rivera. Ruby Abreu. Clarexi Cuervas Torres. Carlos A. Fernandez. Christopher Brooks Fletcher. Mackenzie P. Lorario. Janeth P. Inga Zenon. Darielis Rivas. Darlenis Marin Valencia. Melissa L. Alston. Nicole Small. Laura J. Charnard. Deanne M. Coles. Megan J. Leedy. Cheryl Fazio Hardwick. Mercer I. Murphy. Rashima T. Quinn. Talia E. DeGiulio. Carson Clark. Carlin A. Myers. Clara Cecilia Rutanowski. Olivia Tituan. Thalia Torres. Samantha Schween. Jacqueline Cajigas. Andrew J. Jennings. Heather Fredericks. Stephanie B. Porto. Carrie Confino. Jenna B. Spector. Alejandra P. Huertas. Hannah Marie Wexler. Jacinia Y. Walker. Emily A. Watawa. Danielle N. Reinhardt. Emily Ambrosi. Angelina Dedvoco Leal. Vivian Yvette Cabrera. Gabriella E. Forte. Terrence Ian Flynn. Natalia Bowen. Kelsey Durafoli. Isabel M. Luna. Carmen R. Jacobson. Gina A. Picard. Anthony C. Hill. Marilyn Budafuco Aguilar. Beth Bauer. Sophia A. Blancard. Julian Harrison Foy. Crystal Clien. Sandra D. Thomas. Gabriela Ramariz Pujolos. Lori A. Gaskill. Alexis Peyton Pujol. Kathleen Noel Murphy. Donna M. Ma. Lada E. Merlino. Shelby M. Behrman. Chelsea M. Bonoski. Abigail E. Earhart. Erica Udow. Alexandra Sloan Manure Berger. Alicia Jurisizen. Julia B. Cohen. Riley Elizabeth Thompson. Lisa Marie Alexandria Rice. Christina M. Malhotra. Daniel S. Stern, Ashley Toxley, Thomas Mariani, Hiba Taha Eldreni, Christina Garitano Hoti, Catherine A. Kraus, Claudia E. Baker, Alexa P. Gold, Sarah Rain, Catherine M. Crescenzo, Julia R. Schaefer, Christopher D. Katz, Greer Elizabeth Redul, Leanna J. Hickey, Caitlin Flanagan, Alicia Buzek, Tammy West Bennett, Jessica E. Redding, Ryan Allo, Samantha Lisbeth Torres, Brittany R. Verez Rosario, Emily M. Coder, Juliana M. Lurak, Lauren A. Rubin, Jennifer Ann Naulaksaka, Graciosa Mercedes Peguero, Erica S. Lee, Verlanda Lundy, Kirsty Cameron Diaz, Abigail Eden Manis, Rachel Nicole Zarif, Caitlin, I'm going to get this, Linder Knecht, Julia J. Totten, Martha Kachanowski, Logan Campbell Meeker, Irina Mandel, Megan Patricia Yale, Jillian Lois Elliott, Grace A. Solomon, Ann C. Williams, Donna C. Burgandy, Michael J. Malo.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thomas L. Itoli Lopez, Anand Mukherjee, Sulika Rodriguez, Monica Cardona, Samara Desir, Orchid E. Richards, Jennifer A. Kahida, Kayla Janae Gibbs, Brenda Isabel Legger, Chantel Richards, Rachel M. Vaughn, Lauren Christine Frato, Odessa Santina Incarvaya, Jared M. Arda, Nicholas P. Coleman, Yesenia Bravo, Nina J. Tron. Rachel Rebecca McGlade. Samantha S. Johnson. Jessica Diaz. Kara M. Neary. Austin Duval Bowen. Irina Litvinova. Melissa J. Greco. Anna G. Dowahare. Mona Lisa Levy. Athena M. Nassif. Morgan L. Remhild. Mary Beth Roth. Karina Colin. Erica Vargas. Chloe A. King. Matthew S. Carter. Brittany S. Cost. Jolissa V. Beavers. Kenya R. Coates. Nancy Horbatuk. Ingrid A. Schwen. Lily M. Waller. Rodleen Demorine. Angus V. Cuffey. Tracy McFarlane. Jesus M. Panagua. Michael J. Rivera. Elsa Sanguarima. Araceli Baruso Reyes. Chloe Sophia Sanrantopoulos. Melanie Mota. Angela Ames. Sharissa Britton. Maricela Bocanegra. Stephanie G. Gonzalez. Nicole Mejias. Angelise Puca Perez. Maria Jimenez Martinez. Sharok Abo Hussein. Vivian DM V. Jiang. Nohelia Andrina Manuz Lopez. Danielle C. Sanders. David A. Brown. Simone Chantal Craig. Latoya Dunbar Cole. Nakendra Janelle Leedy. Fabiola Martinez Castillo. Emily J. Zuckerman. Gianna Hubbard. Andrea M. Fontana. Giovanni A. Torres. Jasmine Maria Pinado. Leslie Stephanie Fernandez. Magda S. Lara Quint, Stephanie Roman, Emily Gonzalez, Annellis Helliger, Laura John Mora, Nicole M. Watson, Jordan G. Leyland, Jacqueline Moore, Ashley Matzer Oliva, Jaylene Marie Guillermo, Jeanette Collado, Lizbel E. Chavez, Fabiola De La Barra, Kevin Martinez D'Andino Ruiz, Grace V. Twaddell, Kimberly N. Goodlett, Ivan Kamatuaran de los Reyes Carnice, Samantha K. Lena O'Brien Verga, Maddox C. Emmerich, Gregory B. Hill, Aken Suni, Joseph J. Hariti, Francesca Lauricella, so Amaya Shah, Ryan J. Thompson,
Yes.
Rebecca B. Golub, Alicia B. Kamalici, Rosalie Carrasquillo, Mary Doherty, Nicole Marie Mignano, Tara E. Loftus, Ashley Nicole Audrey Riley Hunt, Hallie D. Carroll, Stephanie T. Washington, Adam Alone Abahouse, Amanda Birch, Jessica J. Wilkies, Danya C. Bailey, Takia A. George, Akalia Green, Sonia F. Taylor Pratt, Pamela Joaquin Rosso, Elias Jeremiah Moore, Malcolm Allen Variano, Kelsey Laurie, Davy Baldera, Emily M. Krebs, Jarrett R. Arthur, Avery T. Price, Kayla E. Harrigan, Aaliyah D. Branch, Junior Philippe, Christina A. Scott, Brittany S. Staley, Ian L. Staley, Daniel J. Kreiner, Tonya Ward. Brenda Reyes. Teresa Marie Prenslin. Eric Porter. Joshua James L. Almiron. Chrisley M. Desir. Okay. Kate Meltzer. Michael R. Buckout. Michelle Cruz. Sidoni Cole. Raleigh Veras. Laisha A. Beavers. Sorry. Amanda Faith Colon. Raisha Medina Grant. Rachel Huggins Billinger. Sarah Barron. LaShawn Daniels. Diane M. Rodriguez. Gianella Romina Liendo Fuentes. Mioro Ramos. Nicole Rose Lara. Odian O. Ihegieda. Yehuda A. Clark. Shamanique S. Donegan. Lucy J. Lamar. Cindy Hernandez. Sonia Lopez. Navdeep Kaur Cartwright. Meram Awadallah. Ashley Tavera. Stephen Omar Ramos. Amber Lynn Love. Senya A. Cabrera. Alyssa Ellis. Julie Graham. Donna Marie Goff. Catherine G. Portillo. Antoinette A. Hill. Samika Osei. Lauren McMahon. Jasmine A. Santilla. Audrey E. Moore. Daniel J. Day. Craig Aaron Philippe. Ryan J. McInnery. You okay? You sure?
Yeah. Is it Cote? Cote. Nell Cote. Cote. Nell Cote. Bridget K. Tatlow. Jerwanda Tabali. Tagli. Jiba? Anna Jiba. Arlene M. Sanchez. Tizeli Mika V. Rodrigo. Marie Antoinette Kalamagi Lim. Kelly A. Donovan. Ashley Nicole Simole. Victoria N. Reese. April Maya Smith. Maria McGuff Selena. Maureen Teresa Marque. Genevieve L. Vacheru. Lindsay E. McCallier. Eileen Marie Janisek. Allison E. Gilboy. Christine J. Green. Ashley Marie Palomares. Victoria R. Hayes. Maya Lien Shaw. Farah Kumar Raghunan. Elaine Shaw. Kiara Soto. Trinidad Ruiz. Jacqueline S. Harley. Emily Rose Dodge. Stacy Brown. Olivia L. Fulton. Adele M. Caputo. Hannah Alardis Bricker. Judbin Muan Zone. Andrew E. Veloz. Denise Rodriguez. Carmen L. Lopez Reyes. Maciel M. Filippo. Kelly Denise Riggins. Lorena Douglas Morales. Justice Reyes. Marie Goulane Ritchie. Ebony T. Morris. Lashona Thompson. Joanne Perota. Stacy Yee. Ngozi D. Afaro. Yvonne Cecilia St. Hilaire. Zandra Outlaw. Brittany Cara Burke. Leanne Elizabeth Frampton. Bianca Christine Schultz. Yvette Assuming. Amber L. Statham. Hannah Maxlin. Kevin Finn Merriman. Sophia Marie Radich. Excuse me, Dolly Maba. Lenita Merchietta. Jessica Giovanetti. Diogo Delia de Malo.
Are you okay? I hear your cough.
Devontae Leonel Woodton.
Go. I got it. Go. I'll go take your water. You go sit.
Kimberly Servas. Elena Agnes Dongaris. Marie Michelange Winkler. Abigail Awilda A. Cruzado. Sasha Maya Porco. Kayla Noel Girardi. Kayla C. Sefner. Gianna Frugale. Julia Rose Gaffney. Kayla C. A. Yaversky. Lucy Myrie Schnell.
Let's go, Lucy!
Juliana D. Rush. Geraldine Castillo Angarita. Anna Iris Murcia. Michelle Natiera Pratt. I'm going to say that again. I'll say her name again. Who's Michelle? Oh, all right. Never mind. Never mind. Sarah Michelle Lage. Amelia Meredith Muser. Caesar Avatia Zavala. Emily Vianney Pacheco. Kimberly E. Connolly. Rebecca L. Sanchez. Grace Barreto. Marjorie Tatiana Coelho. Natalie Geary. Julie A. Meyer. Tiffany A. Baptista. Ashley Nicole Minter. Alana D. McKinney. Alexandra Garcia. Sylvia Maria Gales Menendez. Joanna Abe. Adam Philip Shamish. Jessica L. Latorre. Diane Russell Condon. Charlotte Henry. Martha Vanessa Fairman. Brielle H. Braun. Cherish D. Robertson. Erin Farley. Michaela Tamara Pearson. Jessica P. Gualpa. Shalina Toure. Tasha Green Watson. Ayanna Bailey. Isabella Frasca. Julia C. Bromberg. Amanda F. Kleinberg. Felipito Feliciano. Nadia Alejandra. Adelaide Elizabeth Dwyer. Safiato So. Veronica K. Dorsey. Jennifer C. Jacobson. Myra J. Best. Victoria M. Greco. Alex J. Popolsky. Graceanne DeGuadio. Rachel Elizabeth Bayonne. Darian Margaret Cahill. Jordan Christine Drew. Naomi Garcia. Lisa Goldberg. Go.
Keep going. Yeah.
Mary Sharon Shaheen. Renee C. Kelly. Jamie Lee. Mariana Abra Mayan. Matthew K. Hertzberg. Kevin A. Felix.
Go, Kevin!
John Cadmus Griggs Jr. Gabriel R. Sloan. Emily R. Kaminsky. Amy M. Christian. Anne Marie K. DeRusso. Luciana D. Corral. Nada M. Mergoli. Rose Andrell Brutus. Maggie Ty S. Tucker. Gabriella Laura Tasiak. Emily R. Mullen. Eve Gabrielle Polak. John P. Riley. Daniela M. Petrini. Skylar Alexis Bertuglia. Kara Fagan. Adriana Maria Anguli. Morgan Lee Moody. Caitlin Clark. Emily A. Winkler Maury. Avery Michael Sage. Claire Suzanne Barth. Nicole Elizabeth Sandoval. Ashley M. Olson Scarcella. Ani
Durjurian.
Durjidrian. Evdoxia Cantolios. Susan M. Rindiger.
Mommy loves you, Ethan.
Lauren M. Searle. Megan A. Fernandez. Rebecca Violet Talley. Althea Morris. Stacy Heather Brown. Sarah Weingarten. Jodian W. Denal. Chelsea Butler. Joanna H. Din. Michelle Bunas Gelda. Allison Serling. Nicole A. D'Alessandro. Vanessa Jamalet Chavez. Anna C. Plaza Triconis. Daisha Vega. Sarah M. Schlenker. Lakia D. Cobb. Skylar I. Gomez. Carolyn Faith Glavin. Alice Da Cruz. Timothy D. Gordon. Alyssa Campbell. Julie Klein Peter. Laura Chavez. Catherine E. Bradley. Michaela Roca. Alyssa N. Kumari. Dory Shifra Resnick. Eileen Cronin. Alexandra Porter. Patricia A. Rumgay. Emily A. Castle. Miriam S. Lynch. Marie Wilbert Julot. Okay. Linda M. Cherner. Jessica Denise Owens. Brittany T. Dutess.
Very good, very good, very good, very good. You need some help with this one? I got you. Abimbola Kayat Brooks.
Abimbola Ru Kaya Brooks. Amber C. Terrero Pina. Chase T. Flaherty. Jacqueline Flores. Talia High Tower. Gerald A. Cummings. Octava N. Armstrong. Laura M. Lopez. Nisreen Mustafa. Danica Jackson. Shaquila Cobbs. Destiny M. Ortiz. John Sanford. Vanessa Yvonne Booton. Sarah Ashley Lane. Marie Ian Farrell. Devon Monteith. Sean Batson. Julia Stowiski. Angie Hidalgo.
Woo! Hidalgo! Let's go! Woo!
Allison Lespazio. Miriam Noemi Kanya. Chanel Nicole Brutun. Najia Korhut.
Good enough.
Allison Denise Gualpa. Takara S. Clark. Jack. Keshina Saliston. Oh. And last but not least, Dominique Wallace Mills. Now, please stand for the benediction, which will be given by Dr. Ji-Sun Lee, Associate Provost for Faculty Affairs.
Congratulations. Thank you, Lord, gracious and caring God, our source of light. We ask for your almighty hand to be upon these graduates as we send them forward. In reaching this milestone and commencing their careers as social workers, at a time where members of society have been wounded by the hostility born of hatred, and at a time where the world is coping with the changing environment around us that has left many behind, and at a time where the world needs to heal together and be guided by justice and hope. Have mercy on these graduates who have chosen a profession to help those who are on the margins of society. Grant them the strength to confront the challenges ahead and meet the needs of those they serve. Lord, help our graduates to be kind, be inclusive, have compassion and empathy, have fortitude, and be in service of others. Always be kind to one another and to yourself. May God call upon you, the social worker, to unlock the potential of every person to build a more positive and caring community. May what they have learned here at Fordham University allow them to make positive changes to the world that we live in as social workers who are innovators, change makers, and community builders. May the light illuminate their paths as they venture forth, and may they commence their life's work with integrity, compassion, and generosity. In the words of St. Ignatius, now go forth and to set the world on fire. Amen.
So, thank you all for being here today. All of us at the Graduate School of Social Service are so very proud of each one of you and all that you have accomplished. So we celebrate you, graduates. The world needs your energy, your skills, and your commitment to social justice. Congratulations to you and to your families. This concludes the ceremony. Please stay in your seats until Dean McPhee and Dr. Jacobs will lead the faculty out, and then the students will follow. Thank you so much. We're so happy. Congratulations.